This is the most popular Pitaya Dragon standard team. I'd also consider this to be Pitaya Dragon's best team. However, there's one major downside whenever a strong team gets released. A lot of people are gonna start using this team as their defense and we need to learn how to counter it. But what if I told you that this team has a major weakness? One single cookie completely hard counters this team. And that cookie is just sherbet. Basically, the new Pitaya Dragon standard team is actually really weak to frost teams. I'm gonna show you how to build a frost team, and I'm gonna do it while fighting this Pitaya Dragon standard team. First, let's start with Hollyberry. She's using 5 chocolate with damage resist and cooldown substats. Next, we have Sherbet. Ideally, you want 5 chocolate with damage resist and cooldown substats. However, if your Sherbet is extremely weak, just like mine because mine is 0 stars, it would be a good idea to replace some of the chocolate with almonds so he doesn't die. Next up, we have Frostflop, unfortunately. She's using 5 almonds with damage resist substats. However, if you think that your Frostflop is able to tank more hits, then it would be a good idea to replace some of the almonds with chocolate. And there we have it, the Frost team is able to beat Pitaya Dragon. Now it's time to fight another standard team. Pure Vanilla is using 5 chocolate. Focus on damage resist and cooldown substats. If your Pure Vanilla dies too much, you can also replace some of the chocolate with almonds. Finally, BTS is using 5 chocolate and focus on cooldown substats. And now it's time to talk about some of the downsides of the Frost team, and it's pretty important. First of all, never use the Frost team against any other team that's not the Pitaya standard team. Another downside of the Frost team is that its damage output is actually extremely low, so the matches will last a long time. And finally, this is mostly common sense. If the opponent has much better stats than you, their Pitaya Dragon might be too powerful and they'll just one-shot your entire team. Now it's time to talk about the variations of this team. If you feel like your damage output is too low, you can replace Hollyberry and Frostflop with a damage dealer. Some good candidates would be Capri Sun, Pitaya, or Moonlight. However, Sherbet is completely unreplaceable, and I highly advise that you don't replace Pure Vanilla or BTS. This is because you need double healer to counter Pitaya Dragon's damage over time. Also, Parfait sucks, never use her in the Frost team. Now, you may be wondering how you can build the Pitaya Dragon standard team. As a bonus, I'll show you how. Typically, you want to use this team against other standard teams that have Stardust and Moonlight in it, and this is how you build the team. Hollyberry is using the same exact toppings as the Frost team. Pure Vanilla and BTS are also using the same exact toppings as the Frost team. For Pure Vanilla, you can also add some almonds into the mix just like I said earlier. For Capri Sun, he's using 5 raspberry, and you want to focus on damage resist substats. Pitaya is using 5 raspberry with damage resist substats. However, you want as little cooldown as possible. This is because we want Pitaya to unleash their deadliest third attack after the 1-minute mark. As you can see right here, Pitaya is about to blast away the enemies with a fire and they're all dead instantly. Although this Pitaya standard team does have a hard counter, it's still pretty overpowered against teams that don't counter it. And here's a very quick announcement. I'm accepting friend requests on Hollyberry server. I'm accepting anyone who has a Master 1 or higher statue in their showcase. This is because I need some people to test my arena teams against. Here's my username, and also you should subscribe, cause I'm poor. Alright, see ya.